Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining this live event. Today, our CRM experts, Shalaka and Nitesh, will go through the Dynamics 365 Marketing and Customer Insights with future updates. During this webinar, we will cover the following topics: unveiling the comprehensive capability of Dynamics 365 Marketing, exploring Microsoft updates on marketing and customer insights, leveraging insights to supercharge your marketing strategies, maximizing business growth while minimizing data storage. If you have any questions during the webinar, please do not hesitate to use the question and answer section, and we will answer your question at the end of the webinar. I will now hand you over to Shalaka, who will take you through the first part of the webinar.
Okay, thank you, Bisola, for that introduction, and greetings of the day, everybody. Thank you for joining. Today, we'll be taking you through the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Marketing, which is now Customer Insights journey. So we have an update from Microsoft on 1st of September 2023, and post that, it's going to be called as Customer Insights journey. So today, me and Nitesh will be taking you through the webinar, and we would like to cover an overview of marketing as much as possible in this short time. We will be taking you through the real-time marketing, event management, touch base upon journeys, triggers, segments, and a lot more in the event management section as well. And towards the end, we will take your questions also. So what is Microsoft Dynamics 365 marketing tool? What does it do and how does it help you? So that's the first and the foremost question. So basically, it's like a comprehensive tool that helps you to connect with your and communicate with your existing customers and your prospects. So it helps you to generate campaigns, send emails, connect with them through notifications, text messages. Lot of mediums and channels are available, and then generate sales out of this. So it helps you to capture customer data, gather their behavioral actions and insights on that, and then generate leads in your system, in turn helping you in the business. Also, these insights and analytics are a powerful way to enhance your next communication with the customer. So all in all, it's a full power packed tool to communicate with your clients. I will be trying to cover these topics today. Journeys that are trigger based and segment based. Will help you define triggers, see how triggers are defined in the system, how we can manage segments, contacts, leads, how many channels are there and how we can manage those. We can see journeys and channel analytics as well. The overall event management, which will include venue and event registration, generating passes for your customers, and a lot more. So these are a few slides that screenshots we've put in, but I'll directly take you to the application. So hold on a moment. Okay. So what you see on your screen right now is a trial or a demo application that we've created. And this is a get started page, which is nothing but a sort of a self-help page for people who are trying to create or use marketing module of D365. And on the left that you can see are all entities. These are various tables, and these are the entities that you can customize, and we will be going through them one by one. So before we begin, whenever you want to communicate with your probably your existing customers or your prospects, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? What's the first decision that you would want to make? You would definitely want to decide on what kind of content and how do you want to communicate with your customers. So whether you want to send them an elaborate content over emails, or whether you want to send them some short notifications, that will trigger certain actions from them. So all of this is deciding how you're going to communicate and how you're going to share your data is the channel options that you have in the marketing. Out of the box, we have on the left where you can see my cursor, we have emails, forms, push notifications, and text messages. There are more channels where you can connect with your other social media apps as well, but these are the few out of the box that are present. So I will take you through emails. Now, in marketing, we have two options of either creating your email right from the scratch, or you can use some already existing templates. So if you want to get started quickly, you can, depending on the type of business you have or the type of content you want to share, you can just pick and choose any of the templates. So if I had a fitness company, I would just probably go with this one, insert my logo, insert the data that I want to share with my customers. So if I want to give them a discount, I would just write some information or put a QR code and just send it across. So there are a lot of colorful and classy templates available for use, and you can simply pick and choose anyone and get started. If you choose not to do this and want to create something on your own, so here it is. We have a blank canvas, and you can become as creative as you want over here. So the elements present are text. You can add a text box. You can add images here, buttons, QR codes. You can select the kind of layout you would want. You can also design the background, the body, the text, the font, everything, all of that. You have everything under your control here. You can also test how your email looks like at the end, whether how would it look on a tablet portrait, or a landscape mode, or a mobile landscape mode. You can check all of that as well. And once your email is ready, you can just simply click on ready to send. So it kind of puts the email in the go live state where it is ready to be used. So once email, and likewise you can create push notifications as well, wherein you can design how you want your notifications and all of that. So once you have designed your content, the content that you want to share with your customers, what's the next thing you will want to do? So the next question in your mind would be that now the content is ready, and how, with whom do I want to relate this content to, or what is my target audience? You can create your target audience in segments. Now, segments is nothing but a group of, you can just group your customers or your prospects depending on certain conditions or certain queries that you can insert in the system. Segments was earlier a part of outbound marketing, which was in the actual marketing post the first September release. We no longer have outbound marketing. Some parts of it has been incorporated in the real-time marketing. Like you can see here, real-time and event planning are the only two areas that we have now, and segments were actually a part of outbound, which has now come to real-time marketing. In segments, you are able to create two types of segments, either dynamic, static, or you can even mix the two. So like here, uh, I've kept an example ready. So this one, it says it's a simple segment. I've just come here, I've selected my group as contact, and I want all the contacts where the city is London. So it can be a dynamic segment. So what would dynamic segment mean? So every time when this segment will be used, this particular query will be scanned against all my contacts. So if I have 100 existing contacts, my system will check for each contact address city 1 whether it is equals to London. And if yes, then that particular contact is added to the segment. Now tomorrow, if I have 101 contacts in the system, and if the newly added contact is already also London, it will be incorporated in the list. So this dynamic segments keep changing. Uh, so the other combination where I mentioned you can keep a static as well as dynamic group. So here is the example where here in the static section you can pick and choose people. So like we've added Andrew, Brett. So I can just pick and choose people I want, and this will never change because I have manually selected my members in the group. I have 5 members and they will never change. But the other combination is, along with this, is where I'm seeking whether the marital status is married or not. So this, depending on this condition, the entire query becomes a combination one, which is of a static and a dynamic combination. So now that you have, you have your content ready, you have your target audiences ready, and now the ultimate question is that you want to send this out. You want to send this out and generate some, either generate leads out of that, or generate some sort of business from that particular campaign. So what is the next thing that you would do? You will put both of this together in journeys. Now, journeys are nothing but they are sort of a process flow that you would want your customers to go through once your your email hits their mailbox. So right from selecting the group of audience, then sending that email, and then next actions, all that can be defined in a journey. So here you can create two types of journeys in real-time marketing now. Earlier it was only trigger based journeys, and now you can choose whether trigger based or whether you want segment based. So what are trigger based journeys? As the word itself tells us, trigger, that these journeys kind of work on some sort of a condition or a trigger when a condition is met. Now, say I have a simple trigger that if a particular contact is created in my organization or in my sales module, then I would want a welcome email to be sent to them. So that creation of contact is like a trigger. If I update a phone number, that can be another trigger. There can be more versatile triggers which are coming from the customers as well. So, say if I was a customer and I have added certain products to the cart but not purchased them, that can also become a trigger, because the end goal is making your customers purchase those products, right? Not just leave them in the cart. So that action can also be used as triggers. So there are a lot of triggers that are already available in the system. These are some, like I mentioned, contact triggers, and some out of the box triggers that are already there. Or you can also create your new triggers. You can see a separate entity of triggers here, which I'll be coming to shortly after this. I'll show you how the triggers can be created. And the second option is that you can create a segment based journey. Now, a segment is something that we've already just grouped certain people depending on the condition. If I choose that, I need to select the segment here. So these were the two segments that we've already created earlier. So whether I want a dynamic segment or whether I want a static segment and a dynamic segment, whether I want the segment to be repeated or not. So I can select. So if it is a newsletter, probably I want to send a newsletter every month to my existing customers. I can just select that this can be a monthly thing. I can select a start and an end date to it as well. So I want to send newsletters probably for 1 year, so I can do that as well. So these are the various options that you have while creating a journey. So I'll quickly show you how a journey looks like inside. So here it is, one trial journey that was created for this demo, wherein I've selected the trigger, which is a custom trigger, which I'll show you how to do that. Once I've selected the trigger, I just simply click on this plus button, and then I select the next action, or what element I would want to choose next. So whether I want to send an email, or whether I want to send a text message, or whether I want to place a call to that particular line or group of customers, whether I want to create it as a task for my sales team. Any of this can be selected, and a journey can be customized. So a journey can be as simple as this, the one that you're seeing on the screen right now, just a simple trigger. Excuse me, just a simple trigger, and then an email was sent out. or it can be as complex as with wait conditions, wherein you can respond to certain actions. You can select what happens if the action is a positive one, what happens if the flow is negative one. You can add further elements to it, or further tasks or actions to it. So you can create as complex journeys as you wish. All of that is possible. It's totally under your control. So this is what like a journey looks like. And now we will move on to seeing what exactly are triggers and how you can create one. So these are already existing triggers in the system, where you can straight away use these, or you can simply create new trigger by clicking on new. Now, when you see on the screen, there are these two options that I had mentioned are right here. So when a record is related to customer is created or updated. So that means this trigger is more like an internal trigger coming from within the organization, or within your business, if anyone from anybody from a particular team. So these are certain internal triggers, and these triggers where the customer's action is a trigger, is coming from some other integration. So probably a website you have, or an app you have. So you want to track a particular action and then trigger then create a trigger. So but if you see here, wherever there are integrations, or when an external application is used, you would need developer support, or a support from your partner, whoever is providing you with D365 marketing would be able to help you with this. Or something like this can be very simple to create. So you can simply create here. I will say just trigger 4, and I will create one inside, and I will simply select what I want. What is it, which table I want to select it from. So probably I select audience, and who is the audience for this trigger? My contacts, which are already existing customers that I have. So that's how easy it is to create triggers in the system as well. So now your journey, you finished your journey, you have created an email, you've sent that via to a particular group of audience. Now what would you want to do is probably see whether you can generate leads, or whether you want to analyze whether your leads have been created or not. So this can be automated as well. So once the end of the journey can be creation of leads in the system. So something like this sample lead that we have in front of you, wherein you can see what are the, from where this particular lead was generated, what are the insights on this particular lead. So since this is a trial organization, we are able to just see 0 at the moment here, but these are the insights that you can get to see whether email has been opened, email has been clicked, whether they visited the form or not. So all of that. And then you can set up something called as lead scoring. Now, lead scoring is a kind of grading or number system that you can set up in the backend, which will analyze the behavior of that particular lead or the contact. So, say if a particular person has subscribed, you may want to subscribe to your newsletter. So you may want to give a higher scoring or grading to the person. So maybe 20 marks for that, or 20 points for that. You can set it up. And say if the person probably unsubscribes, you may want to lower the points. And then at the end, you can calculate the total. And depending on the total, you can analyze the behavior that is coming in from Samantha, or this particular lead. In our case, which is Samantha. So depending on the grading, you can then think whether you would want to use Samantha to the in a particular journey, or whether you want to promote certain types of products, or you would understand the likes and dislikes, or consumer behavior basically. So that's how the scoring module would help. Now, we also have something called as a consent center. Now, I would show this in our actual the actual marketing that we use for our organization, where a consent center is something where we have all the emails listed, and then we have whether this particular email ID has opted out or opted in. So whether they have opted in for commercial emails or commercial communication from us, which can be campaigns or newsletters, whether they have opted in for transactional emails. Transactional can be, something related to probably our working hours or delivery statuses of certain, or maybe invoices of certain products. All of that comes under transactional emails. So whether they've opted in or out, and then tracking of those actions that are triggered from this particular email ID, whether they want us to track their actions or not. So this consent center helps you to keep all of these contacts and emails under one place, and then decide whether you want to, whether say someone has opted out, then you may want to uh, uh, think about, how you would like to channelize this, or whether someone has opted in. So you can change that over here as well. You can create your own email consent or phone consent. You can create these consents as well here. So yeah, so I think I have covered more or less of the real-time marketing, and now I will be giving it over to Nitesh, who will be taking care of event management side of this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shalaka. Okay, so I'll be covering the events part of Dynamics 365 Marketing, or Dynamics 365 Customer Journey as per the new update. So for events, see, I'm into Dynamics 365 Marketing module. I'll just change the area from real-time marketing to event planning. So here we have everything related to events. Now, what are events? What do we use events for? So suppose your organization is conducting a seminar or a webinar, or if there is a workshop, and you want to organize that event well. So you want some attendees to register for the event, and then they can attend the event, and you want to issue passes for these attendees. So you can manage the entire event right here in Dynamics 365 Customer Journey. So I'll show you everything with live example. I have prepared some demo data for better understanding. So before we go to events, let us first see buildings. So we'll set up a building, the building where we are organizing our event. Now this building, let's say it can be a hall or a ground where our event is organizing. Let's say it is a furniture workshop. I'll take an example of furniture workshop. So it's happening in Alpha Grand Tower 1. So I have set up this building already. I'll give the estimated capacity, the number of people who can present, who can be inside the building at a given time. So I was saying, I'm in Dynamics 365 Marketing module. What I'll do is I'll just change the area to event planning, and here we have everything about our Dynamics, about our events. Okay, so I was talking about the buildings. I'm in this area, buildings, this entity. I have set up a building already. It's called Alpha Grand Tower 1. Where I have already mentioned what is my estimated capacity. So 300, I have mentioned 300. This number can be anything based on what building we are creating, the number of rooms, and the cost of this building. So we can specify the cost that we'll have to pay while we utilize this building. So the cost can be for 1 day or 3 days. If your workshop is of for 3 days, so what is the cost that you are bound to pay for this building? If I go to the rooms area, here I can create new rooms. All the existing rooms I can see are available here. So we have an executive board room, we have Delta room, and if I go ahead, we'll also have a meeting room. There's a private dining room. Okay, so for each room we can have a different capacity. Okay, so now our building is set up, our rooms are set up. Now we can set up a speaker in Dynamics 365. So the speaker is the person who will be organizing or who will be talking in the event on our company's behalf. So whoever the speaker is, we can enter all the data of that speaker right here. I'll open just one example, Eva Rich. So name is Eva Rich, and what type of speaker it is? It is an so she's an internal speaker, and what is the cost associated with this speaker? So if we hire this speaker, or if we are asking this speaker to conduct a particular event, so what is the cost that we have to pay? So we can set up a speaker cost, and there are other details like their LinkedIn profile, Twitter profile. So you can give the links right here. Okay. So now our building is ready. We have set up the speaker as well. Now we'll move directly to the events. Okay. And in the events, I have already created this event for example, for demo purpose. So I have given an event name, which is Contours of Furniture Design Workshop. It is a furniture design workshop event. What type of event it is? Is it conference, demonstration, training, or a webcast? This is a training event. So I have selected training. We can modify this list as well. This is very flexible as per our organization. The time zone in which this event is happening, the event start date and event end date. So this is a 2-day event. So from 1st of Feb to 3rd of February, this event will be on. Do I want to stream this event? If I say no, it just giving me information that Microsoft Teams is available as streaming channel. But if I want to stream this channel online through Microsoft Teams, then there are other options available. Do I want to allow my attendees to record this session? If I say yes, then one of the attendees will be able to record the session. And similarly, there are other options as well. Okay. Now, when I created this event here, I'll select the building and I'll select the room in which I want to conduct this workshop. So it says Alpha Grand Tower 1, the building which we already spoke about in this session. And then I have selected meeting room. So maximum event capacity is 70 because this capacity comes from the capacity of this meeting room that I have selected. All right. Then we have agenda here wherein we can specify the agenda of our meeting, and we have a calendar which shows which will block according to our event. I'll also show you this with an example. I can divide my event into smaller sessions. For example, it is a 2-day event, and on day 1 for first 20 minutes there will be an introduction session. So I just click on new session and I create a session. I have already created one and I'll show you. So the session title is introduction. It is for this event, the start date and time and end date and time. So it is only a 20-minute session. Total duration is 20 minutes. Again, do I want to stream this session? It is yes, because I'm streaming this, streaming the entire event online. Okay. And I can also select separate speaker for each session as well. We have this flexibility. All right. So when I create a session and block some time, so automatically my calendar is updated and my time is blocked. Similarly, if I create other sessions here, my calendar will show booked for each time that I have created a session. Okay. And finally, I'll select a speaker. So who will be speaking in this? I mean the speaker who will be conducting this event. Okay. I've selected the speaker as well. Website and form where your attendees will register for this event. So if you already have a website, we can give the event URL right here. But if we don't have any website, if we don't have any URL for attendees to visit and register for event, Microsoft Dynamics customer journey will create one URL for us. It will be a public domain URL. Anyone can access that URL and they need to fill the basic details and register for this event. Okay. So after we go live, we have go live button here once event is created. After we go live, automatically this URL will be created and available for us. Okay. Any registration close date and time? If I say yes, I'll select the close date and time. And what will be the message given to someone who is trying to register after the event registration is closed? So I'll say, sorry, the registration is closed, but I can also make changes in this message as well. Here are other options like you want to enable CAPTCHA or multi-attendees registration. Okay. And if there are any custom fields, so the fields that will be available for attendees to register on this event are first name, last name, email address, phone number. OK, but if you want any other custom fields to be available, depending on what type of event it is, you can also create those custom fields. Like when I have created gender, because the type of workshop I'm conducting, I need to know the gender of person who is attending. So I create this custom field called gender. It is a choice field, so you have to select from one of the options available. Okay. Then we have registration and attendees. Here we can create the passes for the event. So if we want to issue a pass to everyone who's registering, we can create a pass here, and we can specify, we can give the price of that pass as well. How many passes do you want to issue, and what is the price of each pass? So for now I'll discard this because I have already created this workshop pass. So the price is £100 per pass. I want to issue 300 passes, and as my users or as my attendees will start registering for this event, the number of passes sold, the number will keep on increasing here, and number of passes left, number will keep on decreasing here. System will only issue total 300 passes, and then registrations will be closed. All right. In this area, we'll get list of all the contacts who have registered for the event, but later they cancelled. And if they specify any reason during cancellation, I'll get that information here as well. So the contact name, contact email address, and the reason of cancellation, and date and time when they cancelled the event. So I'll get all the information right here. In additional information, we have everything which is internal for our organization, like expected outcome. What do I expect from this event? What is my primary goal? Is it marketing, sales, education, or moral? I have selected education. What is my target revenue from this event? Okay, what is my total registration fees? Am I getting any revenue from sponsorship? If there is, and someone who is trying to, who is helping us to sponsor this event, and the venue cost and everything else. Okay, here again we have a calendar for our room reservations, the rooms that we have booked. So our calendar is blocked here. All right, so once we are satisfied with all the information, once I think I have entered all the information, I have gathered everything that is necessary, I will save and I'll go live on this event. And after I go live, I'll get a public URL, which I can share with everybody using emails in real-time marketing, which Shalaka has already spoken about, or I can send notifications as well and ask them to register for this event. So this is everything about the events, and yeah, I hope it was helpful, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Nitesh. I have a few questions here for you.
Yeah.
The first one is, how is the revenue versus cost of an event calculated?
Sure, I can show you. So when I'm trying to set up a building, I already have mentioned the cost of this building. OK, so it will be added in the cost of this event because I have to pay for this building. Then I have to pay for the speakers who will be conducting my event. So for example, this speaker, Brett, is the cost is £700. So it will also add in the cost, the building cost and speaker cost. OK, and if I go to events, then if there is any other cost that I have, like miscellaneous cost, so all this will be added in the cost of my event. And my revenue, the first thing is from the number of passes that are sold. So if I sell all 300 passes and each passes for £100, then it will be calculated in my revenue. And other things is like revenue from sponsorship. So anyone who is sponsoring my event, whatever amount they have allocated for us, it will be added in the revenue. So this is how we can calculate the cost versus revenue of an event.
Brilliant, thank you. Another question is, can you create journeys that let your audience register for an event?
Yes, we can create journeys so the output of journeys will be once they have received the email, they can click on the event link that is generated from this event planning, and they can register for the event. So yes, journeys can be used for event registrations as well.
Excellent. Another question is, can we create custom triggers?
Yes, we can create custom triggers. I'll give you a quick brief about it. So if I go here, if in triggers, I have full flexibility to create a custom trigger. It's very user friendly. All we have to do is we give name for this trigger and we follow these steps. Mostly we just have to choose from the options available, like when a record related to customer is created or updated, or when a customer is interacting on your website. So you select one of the options and just click create, and you specify your steps, and you are ready with the new trigger, which can be used in segments in your customer journeys. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Another question, can customer insights journey integrate with other Microsoft applications?
Yes, customer insights can be integrated with other Microsoft applications very seamlessly. They are all Microsoft products. They come all in one platform. It does not require any complex coding or any complex integrations. The integration will be very seamless, and data can flow to and fro from customer journey to other Microsoft products. Yes.
Brilliant. Another question, can customer insight journey be used for both B2B and B2C?
Yes, customer insights journey can be used for B2B and B2C as well.
Brilliant. I think I've got a couple more. Is
Sure.
customer insight journey capable, scalable for businesses of all sizes?
Yes, so customer insights journey can be used for small to medium businesses as well as large businesses. The number of data, if number of records increase, if data increase, it will not affect the overall performance of the system, and you can easily scale it. It is very scalable.
Okay. Just a couple more questions. How does customer insight journey handle privacy and compliance concerns?
See, Microsoft is a GDPR compliant company. All the products are GDPR compliant. Data privacy is highest priority, and we follow all the legal procedure around data privacy. So there's all the rules and policies and law is in place already.
Fantastic. And final question, how can I check the analysis on bounced emails?
Okay, so we have something called insights. Right now, since this is a demo org, I'll navigate to our organization, which we already use for our daily marketing activities. Okay, if you can allow me just 1 minute. So if I go to emails, and if I open any email, right there, we'll have all the insights available. And inside the insights, there are different sessions for my my blocked emails and my hard bounced emails and soft bounce emails. I can show you in a live example. I open my email, I go to insights, and there are different sessions available. There are a lot of insights available for making proper decisions on your overall marketing. What I'll do is I'll directly go to the delivery. And here in this section, it gives me blocked, and I can see everyone who has blocked this email. And if I open this session, delivery failed, it shows me hard bounce emails. It shows me soft bounce emails. The number is already mentioned here. And other details that I get is the name of the contact. Name of the contact, email address, and the reason why this email was bounced. So I get all the information in the insights.
Fantastic. Thank you very much to both of you for the insightful webinar. That's the end of our webinar. Thank you so much for joining. If you would like more information or you would like to book a demo for this new update, please email us at info@mercuriusit.com, and you may also visit our website at mercuriusit.com to explore our website. We have lots of articles, we have past webinars you can watch, we have lots of services you might be interested in. So please do visit our website to browse and just to explore what is available for your organization for its growth and innovation. Thank you so much for attending, and if we didn't get to your question, we will be replying in an email to you. So thank you and have a good day.